In this video, we are going to make a code review for the discount gRPC microservices into our e-commerce application. As you remember that discount gRPC has a gRPC communication with basket, and this will be expose gRPC methods to the basket API. So this is the also ASP.NET gRPC server application, and this microservice building a highly performant inter-service gRPC communication with basket microservice and exposing gRPC services with creating protobuf message files, and also using the Dapper for micro ORM implementation to simplify data access and ensure high performance. And as a database, it is using relational PostgreSQL database, and this is also Dockerized with Docker files and integrate with the Docker Compose file. So now let's see the folder structure. So please expand the services discount and discount gRPC folder, and here you can see the discount gRPC microservices. This is also following the layered architecture. According to layer architecture, you can think that this proto folder is representing our presentation layer, and service layer is representing the business layer, and repository layer this time representing the data layer. So let me start with the presentation layer, which is the proto folder, and here you can see the discount.proto. This is the protobuf file, and expose gRPC API methods using the protobuf files, which is exposing the binary RPC method for the performant communication. In this protobuf file, as you can see that we are defining a new service, which is the discount proto service. You can think that this is an ASP.NET controller class, but this time we are using Google protobuf file in order to expose gRPC services to make a performant communication in synchronous communication with inter-service microservice communication. So that's why we are defining and exposing new API, which is a discount proto service. And in this API there is 4 RPC method that can be invoked from the other microservices, which are the get discount, create, update and delete discount, and basket microservice using the get discount in order to get latest discount information and calculate the basket price. And here you can see the get discount method, and it is getting this request object and returning the coupon model response model object, and this object structure in storing in here. The object has 4 member for the coupon model, and here you can see the request objects listed in here. So this is the typical protobuf file that we can expose these gRPC services. And after this presentation layer, we can continue the service folder, which is using and exposing services with generating C# class using the discount protobuf file. And here you can see the get discount method. In the get discount method, we basically using the repository.get discount operation. That means retrieve actual discount object into the PostgreSQL database, and after that perform related operations. So if you scroll down, you can see that this is basically implement CRUD operations into our business logic layer. And when implementing these CRUD operations using the repository object, which is representing our data layer. So if you go to the repository folder, you can see the interface and repository actual implementation class. Here you can see the R methods, and here you can see the implementation. When we look at the implementation, you can see that this time we can use SQL query into our C# class. That means as a ORM tool, we are using Dapper for the micro ORM, which is facilitate these SQL queries to connect and communicate with the PostgreSQL database. So these are the implementation of PostgreSQL connection and PostgreSQL execute commands that we can run these CRUD commands and select commands for retrieving and performing create, update, delete operations over the PostgreSQL database. So these are the folder structure for the discount microservices, and if you scroll down, you can see the application settings for related for the communication PostgreSQL database, and these are the common with the other microservices. And Docker files provide to create Docker containers from these application. Program is application startup class, and startup class includes configurations when the application startup. Here you can see that this application is going to gRPC server, so that's why we can add gRPC in here. And after that, we also adding the dependency injections in here that we use during the business layer. So this is the discount gRPC application into our e-commerce application. In the next video, we are going to examine ordering API microservices.